To politics now, where more reactions have trailed the defection of former Minister of Aviation Femi Kayode to the All Progressives Congress. This time, the angry reaction is from within, as the special advisor to President Muhammadu Buhari on political matters, Babafemi Ojodu, says the defection of the former minister to the ruling party makes him sad. Mr. Ojodu said, quote, "This is the saddest day of my life," and quote, on his Facebook page. He also shared the popular post attributed to Fani Kayode, where he vowed he would rather die than join the APC. FFK made the statement in 2019. But early on Thursday, he was received by President Muhammadu Buhari as he formally defected to the ruling party, having hobnobbed with leaders and governors of the party for the past months. Though FFK did not deny the statement attributed to him vowing never to join the APC, he was quoted to have said the present APC differed from that of the past. Well, let's bring in political affairs analyst Golaba for more on this new development. Classic example of the typical Nigerian politician. You're not surprised about this move, are you?
Not at all. Not at all. With Fani Kayode, to be honest with you, he has a rich antecedent in that respect. You could remember that he was the virulent antagonist and critic of the then President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. Then he did a flip-flop. He switched and ultimately became the spokesperson of his campaign. He seems to know his timing. He's an expert in political command-chopism. You know, this we're getting nearer. We're getting nearer now to the partisan, the foolish season, the partisan season. So I guess this is another somersault of a major political gymnast in the Nigerian political environment.
We expect to see more of this. It's pre-election year. But what's the implication for the ruling party, given the huge number of defections that we're reporting, particularly now that there are even reactions coming from within the party?
To be very honest with you, looking beyond the character of Fani Kayode, I don't really want to dignify him by alluding so much to his characteristic flip-flopism, but one tends to want to believe that this could be a foreboding of a sort for the quality and the integrity of the election in 2023. If you really look at the fact that we have the APC with the subtle support of the president encouraging governors of the opposition parties changing sides. We have a situation where the APC's majority in the two chambers of the National Assembly are basically stalling the passage of the Electoral Act reform bill. We have a situation now where a so-called Mr. Integrity, and I'm choosing my phrases carefully here, where a so-called Mr. Integrity has decided to open the doors of the most dignified residential building in Nigeria to a political lawlifer. We are beginning to see the end of Esau, and we are hearing the voice of Jacob. This may be, for me, as a political analyst, this may be a somewhat negative foreboding for what may be the character of the 2023 general elections. I'm not particularly impressed.
Mr. Oba, it's obvious to all how cheap the value of the personality we're talking about, his words. It's obvious to all how easily can change just within this space of short time the meanings of his words. But I'm concerned about the value the party is seeing in him. Does that make any sense to you at this time?
And you should be, any rational human being, any sane and sober human being, any patriotic Nigerian should be concerned, as you are concerned, that unfortunately and ironically, quite paradoxically, a party that promised change is a party that is still pursuing the same political acculturation, the same negative, disheartening political acculturation, where ideology is traded for opportunism, where conviction is traded for what's in it for me, and one wonders, one is even more saddened that a character like President Muhammadu Buhari, that one had earlier believed has a modicum of integrity to how he plays his politics, could also be privy to this very disheartening, very disturbing political move.
Well, it's early days ahead of the 2023 election. We might be in for more shockers. Well, our political affairs analyst, thank you for talking to us tonight.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Always a pleasure to be on your side.